Happy Friday. This is Edward Keck, the Revenue Cycle Guy. I hope you had an amazing week and that you're wrapping up your day with an afternoon, an energized cup of coffee or a cup of tea. For me, it's a cup of tea today. It's ginger peach. I find it very soothing and very refreshing at the same time. If you notice, my cup is still full. And I want to keep it full because I want to continue enjoying that flavor and just the aroma that it brings. And I want to tie those together today with what is that one thing through the week that when you think of it, it brings joy and it just brings a smile to your soul, not to your face, but to your soul, that it just energizes you internally. What is that one thing? I'd love to hear about it. For me, it's puzzle solving. It could be a challenge that needs to be solved. It could be a conversation that needs a little bit more tweaking, a little more self-awareness. It could be just puzzle solving. And I mean that by the literal terms. Just taking a time to solve a different types of puzzles. And I love having one of those moments. Today I want to emphasize the importance of yes and no. How many times this week did you have the opportunity and pleasure of saying no to? And why do I mean opportunity and pleasure of saying no? It's because you have identified that your focus in certain goals, in certain items in your life, or non-negotiable. It doesn't mean that you don't care. It does not mean that you want. It doesn't mean that you're not willing. It means that you're respectful for both sides, for yourself of coming short, and for the other person not receiving your full attention or your full engagement. Saying no directly, it sounds very harsh, to be honest. What if we use a different approach? What if we use curiosity in establishing that boundary? Because it's a boundary. In saying, sharing a little bit of what you have in context. You know, I have X, Y, and Z projects going around me right now that are keeping me engaged. Tell me a little bit more about what you're looking for, time frame that you're looking for, and allowing that no to be a realization from the other party that you have a lot going on, and together coming up with a solution where, you know what, I think I can do this. And suddenly you start finding different solutions and breaking that silo no, where perhaps this person knows someone that can do it for you, and having a dialogue about that no rather than just a strict no. It doesn't sound right. So on this I Love Friday episode, I want to invite you to inventory the end of the week. how many times did you say no? And if you didn't, come up with how many yeses you said that you could have said no to. Break those down in ways that you ask yourself, am I going to be fully committed to this one? Outline it, the next one, and do at least 3 things to that yes that you possibly said, well, I couldn't say no to that. I should have said no. If you have hesitation about those yeses that you did commit to this week, you probably need to practice the no. The no through curiosity and coming to a resolution together of why not. But that's through sharing a little bit of what's going on in your world so that the other person can realize that it's not that you won't say yes, it's not that you're not willing to say yes, it's just that your focus is so engaged in those 3 big buckets that you can't do it. So today I don't have, as you can see, I don't have a special guest, but we just had a short dialogue. So happy Friday, and I hope to see you next week, and hopefully with a special guest and a special topic. And go enjoy a cup of coffee. Take some time. You gotta recharge. You deserve it.